Good afternoon, children. Let's continue with the topic subtraction by borrowing. In the previous period, we learned how to untie 110 and 100. Today, we will learn how to subtract by borrowing 110.
I have 51 rupees, 5 10 rupee notes and 1 rupee coin. I have to pay 24 rupees to the shopkeeper. I cannot give 4 rupees from 1 rupee. So, I'll exchange 1 10 rupee note for 10 1 rupee coins. Now, I have 4 10 rupee notes and the 1 rupee that I already had along with the 10 1 rupee coins together makes 11 rupees. I shall give 4 1 rupee coins from the 11 1 rupee coins. Now, I have 7 1 rupee coins. In the same way, when I give 2 10 rupee notes from the 4 10 rupee notes, only 2 10 rupee notes are left with me. Therefore, when I gave 24 rupees to the shopkeeper, only 27 rupees is left with me.
Let us solve the same in the tabular format with the help of the picture symbols. 51 minus 24. Since we have 5 in the tens column, let's draw 5 strings of beads, and as we have the number 1 in the units column, we will draw just 1 loose bead. Can we subtract 4 from 1? No. So, we will borrow 110 from the 5 tens that we have. Now, how many strings are left with us? Yes, 4 strings. So, we will strike out the number 5 and write 4. As we have learnt in our previous class, when we convert the tens to units, the string of beads changes to 10 loose beads. Therefore, 10 loose beads plus the 1 loose bead that we already had together becomes 11. So, strike out the number 1 and write 11. 11 minus 4. Let us take away 4 beads out of the 11 beads. 7 beads are still left with us. Therefore, 11 minus 4 is equal to 7. Let us move forward to the tens column. 4 minus 2. Can we subtract 2 from 4? Yes. So, take away 2 strings from the 4 strings. 2 strings are still left with us. Therefore, 4 minus 2 is equal to 2. 51 minus 24 is equal to 27. Before we move forward to the next example, let me teach you a poem which will help you to understand when to borrow from the neighboring number. More on top, no need to stop. When the number on the top is more than the number below, you may continue subtracting without borrowing. More on the floor. Go next door and borrow 10 more. When the number in the bottom floor is more than the number on the top, you have to borrow from the neighboring number. Number is the same. 0 is the game. When the number on the top floor is same as the number on the bottom floor, you have to write 0. Now that you have understood the poem, let's recite it once again. Are you ready? Let's start. More on top, no need to stop. More on the floor, go next door and borrow 10 more. Number is the same, 0 is the game. Let us take a look at the next example. 30 minus 29. Let us start by subtracting the numbers in the units column. Can we subtract 9 from 0? No, because 0 is less than 9. As we learnt in the poem, if the number on the bottom floor is more, you have to go next door and borrow 10 more. Which number is next to the number 0? Yes, number 3. Let's borrow 1 10 from 3 tens. If we borrow 1 10, there will be only 2 tens left. And when we put together 1 10 and 0 units, we get 10 units. 10 minus 9 is equal to 1. Now that we have subtracted the numbers in the units column, let's move to the next column, that is the tens column. 2 minus 2. What did we learn in the poem, children? When the number is the same, 0 is the game. Therefore, 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. 30 minus 29 is equal to 1. Now that we know when and how to subtract the numbers by borrowing, it's time for you to open your mathematics notebook. Write today's date, classwork, question. Arrange the numbers vertically and subtract. A. 62 minus 27. In the number 62, 2 is in the units place and 6 is in the tens place. Minus, in the number 27, 7 is in the units place and 2 is in the tens place. Let's subtract the numbers in the units column. Do we have more on the top or in the bottom floor? Yes, in the bottom floor. So, we will have to borrow 10 more from the next door. 6 tens minus 1 10 is equal to 5 tens. Strike 6 and write 5. 1 10 plus 2 units is equal to 12 units. Strike 2 and write 12. Now that we have a bigger number on top, let's start counting after the smaller number till we get the bigger number. We will count after 7 till we get 12. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There is a difference of 5 numbers between 7 and 12. Next is the tens column. 5 minus 2. Count after 2 till you get the number 5. 3, 4, 5. There is a difference of 3 numbers between 2 and 5. 62 minus 27 is equal to 35. Write the number in figures and words. B. 73 minus 45. In the number 73, 3 is in the units place and 7 is in the tens place. In the number 45, 5 is in the units place and 4 is in the tens place. Children, do not forget to put the subtraction symbol. Since we have a smaller number on the top, we have to borrow 1 10 from 7 tens. Strike 7 and write 6. And strike 3 and write 13. 13 minus 5. Count after 5 till 13. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 minus 5 is equal to 8. Next, 6 minus 4. Start counting after 4 till you get 6. 5, 6. 6 minus 4 is equal to 2. 73 minus 45 is equal to 28. Write the answer in figures and words. Children, remember to erase the initials of the place value. C. 90 minus 65. In the number 90, 0 is in the units place and 9 is in the tens place. In the number 65, 5 is in the units place and 6 is in the tens place. Once again, we have a smaller number on the top. Let us borrow 1 10 from 9 tens. Strike 9 and write 8. And strike 0 and write 10. 10 minus 5. Count the numbers after 5 till you call out 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 minus 5 is equal to 5. Next, 8 minus 6. Count after 6 till you call out the number 8. 7, 8. Therefore, 8 minus 6 is equals to 2. 90 minus 65 is equal to 25. Write the answer in figures and words. Now it's time for your homework. Keep practicing.